Hi there, hopefully you are doing well. I'm really looking forward to and focused to share this week with you tips and thoughts and my experience on mindfulness and meditation, and I really hope it will be practical and useful to you. And first question would be like, Nikki, who are you to share anything about mindfulness and meditation? And that's a very good question. And I've been meditating daily for 13 years. I've missed probably 50 days out of over 4,000 days in 13 years. So I would say that I might have something useful to share with you. And what might be those useful things that during this week we'll be focusing on. And by the way, as side note, mindfulness is one of the main parts of my coaching niche. And very often, I would say at the moment, 90% of my clients are working with the habit. So what are we going to look into? We are going to look into how to get started, and then, well, how to keep going, how to build it into a habit. Then we are going to look at, well, why should I even meditate? So what are the benefits of meditation on the level of career, productivity, energy, relationships, business, and all those things? And we are going to look at what are some of the main myths about meditation or cliches. So, for example, one of the reasons that is almost always comes up when somebody wants to quit the meditation habits is that, like, hey, I have so many thoughts, I'm not very good at meditating. And don't worry, you will notice as you start meditating that you have even way more thoughts than you thought you had. That's one part of becoming aware of things. And then there's of course the cliches of, like, meditation is not about looking very holy and peaceful. Like, well, we can look as peaceful and holy as possible, but that doesn't have a huge impact on our lives. And we are going to look at a neuroscience of meditation also. I think we are way beyond our brains, and still I do love science. I think it's important to look really into hard facts. So we are going to look at how does meditation actually mold or affect our brain. For example, it suppresses or even shrinks the growth of the part of our brain that is responsible for stress. And we are going to look at such things as different approaches to meditation, kind of like, am I doing it for spiritual reasons? Am I doing it for productive reasons, for performance reasons? Do I just want to be calm? And I think all of those are one totality. We human beings hardly ever are compartments, meaning that, for example, here's a problem and that problem has nothing to do with the rest of our lives. Hardly ever that is the case. We are going to look at some results one can expect from the meditation, and maybe some testimonials from my clients. And those are the main topics. I'm sure more will come in the future. And this is it for this video. If you want to go a bit further, let me share something more with you. So I really like to look at meditation that it's kind of like a laboratory and a gym in one place. Laboratory meaning that we really look deeply and we really put ourselves under magnifying glass. Kind of like, how am I reacting things? Like, who am I actually beyond all my reactions and thinking and my roles? And well, if that's who I am and that's what I really feel to be, like, how am I actually behaving in that situation? How do I bring them into practical life? Because this is, I think, so important about meditation and mindfulness, not bringing that awareness into daily life. And why do I call it also gym? Well, we have all kinds of emotions and feelings that might pop up during the day, and sometimes we don't react on them the way we would want, and we behave then in the way we do not want, or we don't behave the way we would want. And through meditation, we can not only we can get rooted, kind of like anchored, let's say, when the waves of the emotions come, but also we kind of develop this mind muscle on how to work with thoughts and emotions. So main point being meditations, mindfulness, it would be very good if it can be brought into practical life. So that's it from me for now. And yes, let's connect, and I'll be sharing these things during this week. Have a great week. Cheers.